jumped on, you and I were talking all sorts of war stories about traveling, and I think we could have chatted for hours, but I'm excited to have you here on the show.
Absolutely.
You've got a fascinating background as a mechanical engineer, but also have a Harvard MBA. Before we jump into what you do from a due diligence standpoint and the hundreds of businesses you've looked at, tell us a bit about your background.
Yeah, so I got it honestly. So both my parents were CPAs in Detroit and Chicago. I grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I think through some ups and downs my parents had, I initially was taking sort of a more conservative approach through engineering. And then I realized that I'd be crazy not to take advantage of the fact that I was really good at the intersection of like talking to people and quantitative analysis, whereas everybody else was doing like email only. I was good at speaking to folks. So I kind of transitioned out of the engineering thing, did some strategy consulting, got into Harvard for business school, got tied into the private equity community, which is a very tough community to break into, was able to land jobs at 2 different private equity firms, and then spun out recognizing the name of the game is to own equity, like it's private equity because you need to own it. And so I started my own private investment shop with a mentor of mine who had been doing it for a while. And then when he kind of slowed down, I started my own company, Spartan Capital, all the time looking at deals sort of $1 to $4 million in EBITDA. So probably a little bit larger than some of the deals I go through now. And then 2017, I started Guardian, recognizing there was a huge gap in the market for top quality sort of diligence and buy side sort of consulting solutions for deals under $10 million. So that's sort of my background in a nutshell.